Welcome viewers. Michael A. Cohen. If this is a prevailing strategy for dealing with Donald Trump, it's time Republicans admit they've thrown in the towel. Many Republican leaders want a different nominee, but no one wants to do something about the former president. In this video we will break it all down for you. But before we continue, please take a minute of your precious time to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell to get the latest update from us. Exercise with the same disdain he does modesty and is seemingly permanently stressed and enraged. Critical race theory all sides summary February is Black History Month. Wonderland. While Republicans and conservatives think the Washington swamp is real, Democrats and progressives don't. Chelsea Sexton at Fully Charged Live, Austin, Texas, February 1, 2020. But when this is one of the GOP's plans, you've pretty much thrown in the towel or at the very least, tacitly acknowledged that you have no political courage whatsoever. For a party that has long preached the virtues of determination, resolve and rugged individualism, the level of cowardice is shocking, albeit not longer surprising. In CNN Opinion, Mark Whitaker reflected on the birth and height of the Black Power movement, writing that the movement represented attempts by an impatient generation of black youth to address systemic problems that persisted even after the legislative gains won by Dr. To be sure, the GOP is right to be afraid. 1, 2023 6:21 p.m. Eastern Time, there's a lot of skepticism about former President Donald Trump's campaign launch for the 2024 Republican nomination. Another Trump presidential nomination will likely be an electoral meltdown for Republicans. And previous black leaders. If Trump does win the party nod, it seems highly unlikely that he would better his 2020 performance against Biden. Sign up for the Battery Metals Digest. Sign up today. Sexton has a big job helping dole out billions of dollars worth of U.S. Energy Department loans to companies driving the next phase of the transition to sustainable transportation. A politician who was well below a 50% approval rating for pretty much his entire presidency is currently viewed favorably by less than 40% of the country and is obsessed with a 2-year-old election that he clearly lost is not exactly an ideal candidate for winning back the White House. Clear messaging and policy objectives, internal unity and cross-racial alliances are also essential. He's trailing governor. The down-ballot carnage for the GOP could also be significant. Vulnerable House. Republicans who won seats in purple districts this past November would likely be dragged down by association with Trump. Ideally, for Republicans, they would rally around one nominee, but that would mean confronting Trump directly, and that's a path that few are willing to tread. Coleman reflected on the perception of Black History Month, warning that the modern progressive political movement pushes a singular narrative that today's black Americans are the descendants of the downtrodden who stood idly by until graciously receiving white people's benevolence. As Coppins notes, many Republicans quietly hope for a new nominee, but few would be willing to endorse a non-Trump candidate early enough in the primary calendar to make a difference. However, Mr. Ideally, for Republicans, they would rally around one nominee, but that would mean confronting Trump directly, and that's a path that few are willing to tread. An Axios analysis. The Doe's loan office is remembered for money issued to automakers including Ford, Nissan and Tesla during the Obama administration. Their preference is, and has always been, for someone other than them to do it. Trump's continued presidential aspirations create a classic collective action problem. Republicans who want to be president would have to sacrifice their electoral dreams, while others would be required to challenge Trump and risk the wrath of the former president's social media barbs. His committed following is larger than any prospective GOP rivals. Please, what is your take on this? And remember to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching.